Hi, this is Kim Jones with the Husky Herald, and I'm here with Robert MacDonald, who is running for ASUWB President. And I'm here to ask him a few questions to help the student body get to know him a little bit better. So we'll get started. So my first question for you, Robert, is why do you believe that you are best suited for this role?
That's a good question, because I'm very confident that I'm best suited for this role. I grew up in Kenmore, Bothell area, and I've lived this area most of my life. And finding out about the University of Washington, Bothell came about roughly my senior year of high school, and I thought, wow, that would be an incredible opportunity, an incredible place to be involved in. And when I realized that this wetlands was one that I played in when I was a kid, I was like, wow, this is where I want to be involved. So I'm incredibly passionate about this university, and my history is really intertwined with the University of Washington, Bothell. As far as other reasons, well, I bring a lot of experiences to the table and a new perspective. I last year worked with the United States Census Bureau. I work in the campus library as a technical consultant, and I manage my time really well doing those things. I maintain on the dean's list, and really enjoy being at the University of Washington, Bothell. So this was a good fit.
Good. So you kind of answered this question, but maybe you could go into a little bit more detail. What character traits do you possess that will enable you to collaborate with other team members on ASUWB?
Well, character traits, things that are characteristic of me, is I'm very organized when it comes to books and things like that. So when it comes to ASUWB Executive Council, I'll bring out a folder and a binder that is pertaining to this council. And so when it comes to my first actions in office, I will be sending executive elects to the respective departments, whether it be public relations or business and operations. And my characteristic with that is really to work and talk with people on a personal level and find out where people are in a good fit, as well as I'm good at managing and understanding complex manuals like I did with the Census Bureau and managing my time appropriately. So those are characteristics of me.
Good. And I'm just curious, how do you think you would handle conflict among group members in ASUWB if there's a disagreement or anything?
Well, I was thinking about that because one of the roles of the president is for conflict resolution as well as to keep the morale of the council. And I wasn't sure if this question would come up. Well, it's a personal way that I would deal with it is my grandfather is a social worker, as is my grandmother. They were professors at the university, and they would be my dispute resolution people. I would go to them and talk to them about these conflicts. I would never jump to conclusions or try to totally understand what the underlying conflict issue is without really taking the time to think about it and understand where people are coming from. So I would counsel with other people and consult with other people.
Okay, sounds good. My other question for you is, being an ASUWB member takes a lot of time, and you said you're organized, so that's important. How do you believe you'll be able to balance both school, working for ASUWB, and social life outside of campus?
Well, I think I'll do so. It'll take my organization skills, and it'll take a lot of the energy I have to put into the job. But I'm dedicated. Like I said, I'm really passionate about the school, and it'll take the organization that I have, as well as my ability to talk to people and develop communication. So my social life will probably be intertwined, and my school work will be, just down the hall or in the campus library, and I think it'll just be a balance.
Good. All right. So if you were elected, what are your top 3 priorities, and how do you plan to accomplish them?
Top 3. I have so many that I haven't really organized them, as well as I've known that these are priority. Top 3.
Or ones that are important to you, just stick out to you.
Okay, one that comes up to mind is a lot of the candidates are on a platform of a Congress of Student Representatives. And this is one that I've spent some time thinking about, talking to other students about. I believe face-to-face time is the best way to really understand what people are thinking. And it's become apparent to me that this campus will grow to a size that is suitable for a Congress of representatives of different clubs and organizations on campus. That said, talking with students now, they feel really well connected to the Office of Student Life and things like that. However, talking to other students, such as night students, graduate students, students that come from diverse family situations, things like that, they feel somewhat underrepresented in their need for night classes or morning classes, whatever it may be. So my priority would be to develop some kind of a forum. If you want to call it a Congress, call it a Congress, but the forum would consist of representatives of students from all departments, and it would be very similar to forums that exist now. However, this would be ways for the current ASUWB to explain what transparency is to students within biology department, Masters of Cultural Arts of Cultural Studies, just different departments on campus, and they would be equally represented. And I think that would be a good forum to have, and at the top of my priority would be devising this.
Good.
Also, one thing is I really appreciate this place. I appreciate the significance of the University of Washington Bothell, and I really appreciate the art down on the wetlands. It's not really art so much as it's informational signs, and someone's chosen to graffiti those. So a coalition to remove the graffiti from those and to maintain the campus that we have now is paramount.
That's good. So there's a lot of community here on our campus, so it's good to preserve that.
And then the other thing that would be on the top of my list would be to introduce myself to the University of Washington in Seattle, the University of Washington Tacoma executive offices, because working together with them, as well as introducing myself to the mayor of the city of Bothell,